final Sunday of January, a look at New York City. We're in the heart of Manhattan for Big East basketball from the world's most famous arena. Whites. Joel Soriano and a cook. And the tap belongs to the Hoyas. Over to Paul on Tuesday was lack of turnovers. Only 7 giveaways.
Well, it's also shot selection. As Spears, so good in the mid-range.
24 assists.
Yeah, he's a dynamic offensive player, and sometimes it's been frustrating for him because it hasn't translated into wins.
Dylan Adewusu.
Good defensive transition by St. John's, getting back, sprinting to the paint, taking away a layup opportunity.
Kudus Wahab turns and hits.
Well, when he can get going in offense, he's a good athlete, finally healthy and getting some significant minutes.
Adewusu starting hot. Dylan Adewusu flashing in. St. John's 3-7 in the Big East. A.J. Storr from Adewusu.
Wahab's left shoulder and gave him a tough angle to finish.
A.J. Storr, a nice dish to Stanley, who finishes with the...
Not good by Georgetown. This has plagued them.
Murray.
Turnover by St. John's.
Intercepting it and hitting the and one. Brandon home for the second chapter of his college career. He was the first man out on the floor.
That's to win. And he also knows that he's on the biggest stage in the world at the Mecca. A couple ball reversals and no quick shots. They're getting great looks.
Curbelo cannot connect. Battle for the board. Soriano with a second and third effort. The Storr, the freshman. Soriano with another offensive rebound. Storr attacks and one. The fighting for it, and the Hoyas have it. Spears. Georgetown needed it. Spears had the 37-point performance against Xavier. Now flies to the rim. Primo Spears turning on the Jets. Now a steal. Tap back goes for Murray. And Naiwi with the board. Jones gliding in. Nice dish. Stanley with the slaps.
Draw that defense in. That's how you create opportunities for your teammates.
10 points in the paint for the Johnnies. Spears. Primo Spears.
Some of the shots aren't great shots, but he plays with so much confidence that you want him to stay aggressive.
Jones back to the bucket.
Ball and creating some opportunities for himself.
Spears pulls. Murray flies.
He comes in over the top.
Brandon Murray and Primo Spears have combined for 16 of the 18. Now a cook, and the Hoyas going to stop. Adewusu's in more pain.
Not been able to react to those hard cuts and stay in front.
Kobe King, the freshman, is checked in, and heaves a three. Right on cue. It's
freshman from Florida. And he's getting more minutes today because of Posh Alexander being out of the lineup.
2 straight games missed for the St. John Star. Mazzone. Just Bryson Mazzone's 22nd made 3 of the year. Adewusu started hot and keeps it rolling. He's got 9.
He's going to take that shot and knock it down with confidence.
Spears with a crossover. Primo's a requirement around these parts.
You're right.
Now a turnover. Spears and a cook have numbers. And on the cleanup.
A lot of the recognition by both teams dictates.
King! With 10 on the shot clock, here's Kobe King. Another second chance for the Johnnies. King attacks to a gliding Curbelo.
This is a big possession for St. John's. This gives them a chance to kind of break the game open, possibly go up double digits.
Kobe King is making an impact. Now Storr, freshman. Opportunity knocks for King and Storr, and they're making the most of it.
And they're trying to ice the ball screens and keep the ball on the sideline.
Wahab with the right hand over Soriano.
That's a shot he can make, and not a bad shot by the big man. 17 feet and out, he's okay.
Murray had that altered. Getting it back, now Brandon Murray. He was left open and made it.
Murray continues to be a
20. Now here's Spears. Primo Spears is a bucket.
He's been able to get his shot off pretty easily.
7 straight for the Hoyas. Stanley gave it away. Here comes Georgetown. It's Jordan Riley flying high. Georgetown can hold it for the final shot of the half.
And this is the man you want with the ball. They're going to go 1-4 flat with a high ball screen.
Primo Spears, he's the bucket getter for this team. Murray with one. Brandon Murray beats the buzzer. What a close to the half by the Hoyas. Adewusu. Here's Storr, the freshman. Off to Soriano with some authority to start the second half. Primo Spears leading the way with 13. Wahab ducking in. With 10 on the shot clock, he hits it home with the right hand.
Oh, he gathered him.
33 blocks on the season to lead the Hoyas. Now he attacks to Wahab. Wahab got it.
But a patient out of the paint, and Spears knows that.
Georgetown turns it right back over. They're 8th. But they are currently on an 18-2 run. Curbelo breaks it up.
Curbelo has got to get himself going, but he's got to put multiple plays together on either side of the court. Give himself and his team some confidence.
Wahab with the left hand. 6. All in double figures. 8 on the timer for Spears. Primo Spears hit that from DC.
Yep.
With 7, Curbelo floating. Soriano put it in. Spears. Maneuverability. Primo Spears is special. 18. To the corner. A little bit off, but a second chance and a slam. You said they got to feed Soriano in this mismatch, and he feeds Curbelo for an easy one.
Half court, who can win the battle of the paint and who can take care of the basketball is going to come out on top.
Points in the paint at 24 apiece. Adewusu from the corner. Adewusu matching a career high with 4 threes. Off to Spears, can't leave him open.
You're right. You got to slop him down, slow him down in transition.
Into Jones, over a cook. Spears crosses. Curbelo battling for it, and a foul. And 1. As a whirl. To go, now Jones turns it over. Bristol with numbers. Murray. And 1 for Brandon Murray.
On the ball move.
Howard Garfinkel. It's the 3rd time St. John's has held the game.
Not allow anybody to be physical with him and block him out. And he's been consistent with that the whole year.
Adewusu flies in.
But one thing Adewusu's done a nice job is reading the defense when he gets
for Primo Spears. To Murray, who's been his Robin. Murray with the right hand.
Big time play, and Murray to bounce and putting pressure on the defense. Great finish there by the sophomore.
Jones answers. Oh, that pass gets picked off by Storr. A.J. Storr and 1, igniting the Johnnies.
Johns cannot afford to lose this game.
Curbelo, tie. On a Sunday at the world's most famous arena. Buckle in. The shot clock. Spears has been the star. Primo is prime.
Oh, he got one of them. And that patented step back ends a 9-0 run for the Red Storm. A big shot by Spears.
Jones gave it some thought. David Jones. Murray and Spears have combined for 55 of the Hoyas' 69. Jones to the rim. David Jones. Here's Storr, the freshman. There's that high screen. Jones with the runner. David Jones coming up clutch. They're on their feet at the Garden. David Jones. Curbelo saved it. Goes behind his back. What a dime to Jones. And he's fouled.
A lot of game to be played. And expect Spears to get this ball and get a chance to make a play.
Ewing not calling a timeout for now.
They're trying to clear it out for one-on-one.
Brandon Murray kicks. Three is cold-blooded.
And Georgetown is in a zone here. They're in a zone.
Curbelo scanning it with 7. Curbelo to Storr. A.J. Storr. Madness at the Garden. Timeout, Georgetown.
Right on point. The penetration, the chance taking by Curbelo. He navigated that baseline about it.
He's got 25. With 3. Mazzone up ahead. Batted away with 1.4 left. Patrick Ewing has one timeout if he'd like to use it.
He have to be really quick.
Spears. Looking. Mazzone for the win.
And would not have counted.
Johns takes it at the Garden in dramatic fashion.
They can't ask for a better finish. 2 big-time teams battling for a win. St. John's just a little better and closed out that half